Hello, boys and girls. Tony P coming at you. Yeah, this is not the basement, the La Casa de Perla, the hacienda. This has been my view for a week. The Queen and I took a little trip down south. To Myrtle Beach. Spent a couple of days. Did very little record shopping, but I did do something, which we'll talk about here in a brief second. Just want you to take in the view. Yeah, it's the end of October. The weather was beautiful down here. Beautiful. Middle 70s. Most of the time, I think basement's a little bit chilly, but so beautiful. So beautiful. All right. Talk to you in a second. Yeah. Hello there, gang. Yeah, that was a vacation a couple weeks ago that the Queen and I sort of did spur of the moment. Well, not really spur of the moment. Sort of a plan, not planned. Does that make sense? Planned, not planned. But we spent 2-3 days in Myrtle Beach. It's nice on the East Coast, you know. The weather was nice. It was beautiful. We rented a car, a convertible, and we went up and down the coast a little bit and drove around and ate a lot of stuff, saw a lot of beautiful things, and we flew home. It was great. And I didn't do a lot of record shopping. As a matter of fact, I think I only went to one store. The name of the place was Kilgore Trouts. It's in Myrtle Beach. It's on Kings Highway. If you're ever in Myrtle Beach, Gary's the owner. Great guy. Wonderful guy. He gave me permission to film, and we started talking, started doing things, and time goes on, and the Queen was patiently waiting in the car. She doesn't record shop, I do. And one thing led to the other, and I just didn't, which I wish I would have. Next time I go down here, I'll definitely video. It's a great shop. A lot of everything. He has stereo equipment in there. He does cassettes. He does memorabilia. He does toys. He does video games. He does videos. Great selection of music. And I wasn't hunting for anything in particular, but I have never owned a Beatle White Album that had serial numbers. I don't know why. I just didn't. Now I have the box set of the Escher discs, box set with all the stuff in it, with the pictures and poster. But I have never owned an original. Now, this does not have the posters, does not have the pictures or anything else that goes with it. It's just the album, and it's just the serial numbers. And it was cheap. I think I bought it for $15. And the double album, it's in good shape, very good. I give it a VG. You know, not necessarily a VG plus, but a VG, a strong VG. And it's the stereo edition, and it loads from the side. And I'm sure it's a second pressing, maybe a third, I don't know. Each country had pressings. This is an American, I believe. You know, there's the serial number, and you can't see it, but it is embossed here, the Beatles. And I played it, and it has a few bumps and bruises, and it was loved. I'm guessing second press. I am not a Beatle aficionado. Know all, see all, do all. I am not a guy who knows everything about Beatles and what's pressed and if the person that pressed it was left or right-handed. I don't know that stuff. It's the guy who owned this was C. Ryan. So, C. Ryan, I have your albums, and like I said, it's okay. It's a little bit. The cover's a little bit on the well-beaten side. You know, you can tell that, like I said, well loved. But I never owned one. And for $15, did he stamp him? I don't. Shit, I don't know. Darn, I don't know. But I bought it. It's $15. I got it. And I bought another one. Now I've been hunting for this album for quite a while, and I could have gotten it online. I'm sure Discogs or someplace else. But I don't know how many of you know Maggie Bell and Suicide Sal. 1975. If you ever wanted to hear somebody who sounded exactly like Janis Joplin, get this album. It's a mixture of blues and rock, and she has that gritty Janis Joplin voice, and it's really, really good. She does a song, I Saw Him Standing There, a Lennon and McCartney song. She does, where are you now? I think that, yes, Jimmy Page is on this. He plays on 2 tracks. He plays on If You Don't Know and Coming On Strong. There's the track listing. And it's a good album, really, really good. And I don't know the story, but it's for her aunt, Sal. And I don't know why they call it Suicide Sal. If you know, you can enlighten me. I have no qualms about that. Excellent album. Like I said, it's on the Swan label. If you get a chance. Maggie Bell, Suicide Sal. Mazzy, at the very beginning of the VC, when I first started, showed this a lot. Showed that a lot. So Maggie Bell. And this has nothing to do with anything I bought other than last time I showed you, I think I showed you Stephen Stills' album that I bought at the place in the next county. Stephen Stills, his debut album, 1970, 71, somewhere in there. I was looking over this, and Mazzy alludes to this, and I didn't realize, even though he said, how many people of note, of consequence, are on this album. Heck, the very first song, "You Love the One You're With," which is probably his best song. For backup singers, he has Rita Coolidge, Priscilla Jones, John Sebastian, David Crosby, Graham Nash. Now, Priscilla Jones is married, is the sister to Rita Coolidge, who I think is married to Booker T. Jones. I believe so. They have, who else is on here? Jimi Hendrix is on here, on Old Times, Good Times. He sings on this one, Jimi Hendrix. Who else is on here? Cass Elliot sings on backup on Go Back Home. Dallas Taylor from Crosby, Stills, Nash. This is after the Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young breakup, and it's a solo album. And I think he wanted to prove that he's pretty good by himself. He didn't need a lot of other people. And I guess that's a hypocrisy there. He does have a lot of other people on his album, but I think he wanted to show that he could arrange, he could bring out his talents too, of songs. Cass Elliot, David Crosby, John Sebastian. Again, Cass Elliot, John Sebastian, Claudia Lanier. Who else is on here? Ringo Starr, but they call him Richie, I think, on here. Thanks to Richie. You had drums, Richie. That was Ringo Starr. Booker T. Jones is on here also. And what's really funny, he says down here at the bottom, we're looking for Cyrus Farrier and Henry Diltz. Henry Diltz is, of course, the photographer who took the pictures, very famous, of not just him, but other bands. But I didn't realize until I did some research on Cyrus Farrier is an Iranian-born musician on the country rock scene, I believe. He was also on this album with Linda Ronstadt, the Stone Ponies. How's that for 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon? He played the bouzouki and something else. But he is a musician, and I guess he and Stephen Stills were really good friends. Let's see what he played. Cyrus Farrier played bouzouki and acoustic guitar. And Linda Ronstadt played finger cymbals and A Lot of Pain and Suffering. That's on the reissue of this album. But I just wanted to point that out. That's a hell of a debut album. Now, big contrast from Stephen Stills to Stephen Stills 2. He's a little bit more into the horns, the background arrangements. This was more about him and his arrangements. And Stephen, and the bringing about of Manassas, too. But I just wanted to stop off and just say that. Talk a little bit about that. It's 10 minutes. That's what I go to. So, hey, there it is. Tony P. coming at you from La Casa del Perla. Sometimes it's getting colder. Wishes I was back on that beach in that convertible. Nice and warm down there. Hey, may all your records be flat. May your stylus run true. Whoop-de-doo for your Subaru. And thank you to all my new subscribers. I don't push too much about subscribers, but it's nice to have them. Stick around past the if you're past the 3-minute mark. I appreciate you very, very much. Thank you. Tell your friends. Stop over. It doesn't cost anything. See ya. Bye-bye.